Tuesday night baseball now from the home of the Twins, Target Field in Minneapolis. Tonight we begin a new homestand with the first of 3 between the Seattle Mariners and the Minnesota Twins. Taylor Trammell makes his big league debut right after this. Joe Ryan gets the ball for the Twins in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
Here's Kolten Wong now, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Leading off for the Mariners, the second baseman, Kolten
ready to deliver. Wong. Here's the first pitch. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. Gardner started this thing off with a bang. Instead, it's a foul ball. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, Matty, I know they've caught a little bit of a losing streak right now, but they got good veteran presence, great veteran presence in that clubhouse. And I bet you someone steps up today and says, this stops. We get it done today, boys.
Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. A moment now to give you a look at the Mariners starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, this team could really benefit if Kolten Wong could get it going. 0 for 5 in his last game, and I know a lot of people don't panic about a game like that, but he just hasn't looked very good. Not a lot of confidence coming out of this guy right now. Maybe this is the game that can get that confidence turned back around and get him turned back around.
Good night for baseball all in all. Game time temperature 63 degrees. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step. Hold on here, though. That was really a close play, so they're checking to see if they want to challenge that safe ball.
Here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when I saw it at full speed, and I'll tell you what, it's still not clear to me from that replay. We'll see if they decide to challenge it after they look at it from a few more angles.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for that play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play. Ball 1.
Count 1-0. Today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
Number 22 is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Mariners are down in order, and now the Twins will go to work on offense. We've got no score. Riding in, Darren Obradovich. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First offering on its way. First pitch here misses wide. Oh, no. And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. They do come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've been giving ground in the division of late. They've won just twice in their last 7 games.
Yeah, Matty, I always felt like these were huge games, whether it's earlier in the season or later in the season. To find a way to get to 500. You feel like you can start fresh and start pushing in a different direction. You cannot continue to ride that seesaw of win one, lose one. This team has to.
Oh, it's off the third base bag. Oh, he misses it.
Boy, there's a case of getting a ball. That's a bullet hit right down the third base line. Number 22. Bag. That ball was headed for the corner if it wasn't deflected.
Yeah, 100%. You're frustrated. You'll take the knock without question, but you wanted extra bases right there. Pretty amazing that ball was able to hit that bag right there.
Here comes the first pitch. Couldn't help himself that time as he chases one below the knees. It's strike 1. 0-1 on its way. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
Into center field, line drive, base hit. Long throw to third. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. Absolutely scorched this base hit. Show track love, and as you see it, he came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring the ball up. Standing in now, number 47. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Set and the 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. Couple of men in scoring position here with none down. The next 0-2. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Matt, keep an eye on that number 2 spot. He's having a solid year. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting over 300. That's not outstanding or anything, but he's consistent, and that's what I love watching about this guy. His game is so consistent.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
Swing and a miss. A big strikeout, and he's 1 out away from working out of a jam.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Here it is. That one misses badly. It's ball 2. The 2-1 pitch. He got him to go down after that one. It's 2-2.
Hey, it's looking like he may be able to get out of this one after giving up 2 singles early.
Hit hard towards center. And that's in there. Base hit. Second run will score. That makes it a 2-0 ball game.
Hey, one of the things you want to do is strike early. The first baseman just that was a big driving into.
Yeah, Dan, great to grab an early lead right there, especially when you could throw up a crooked number for your pitcher.
Into the box now, Colby Obradovich. This will come up empty that time on a sinker. It's strike 1. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 6 home runs, 18 driven in. Here comes the 0-1. Ripped down the first base line. And will step on the bag himself, and the inning. Digging in now for the Mariners, Taylor Trammell, and he'll make his major league debut here. It was fun to watch a guy get his career started.
Yeah, you just don't have the opportunities to fail when they invest minimal money in you. It shows how hard this guy has had to work to grind through the minor leagues and get to this point.
And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. Well, making it to the bigs was far from guaranteed for him. It's got to be a great feeling to finally have that major league jersey on his back, huh?
And he's done exactly that. And I'm sure he's had to prove himself to himself at moments, had to look in the mirror and decide, is this what I want to do with the rest of my life, grinding it out on the buses in the minor leagues. But it all comes to fruition now, stepping into the batter's box in the big leagues for the first time. Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively. And diving into the numbers on this team, the one thing that jumps off the page is the fact that these guys can flat play D. The highest fielding percentage in the league. Something to focus on today when you're watching these guys.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. Good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. This is line to left. This will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
Stepping into the box, Jorge Polanco. And he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action. Fastball on the inner third, taken for a strike.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to catch.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. They trail it here 2-0. Sliding into the box, Royce Smoot. Not the shiniest of batting average as he comes in hitting down in the 220s for the year.
That's a ball.
And that misses, ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Brown is there. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
All right, guys, here's Seattle's defensive line. And guys, when I've been looking at the numbers on this starting pitcher, what really jumps out on me is the fact that he doesn't strike a ton of guys out, which means he's got to execute. He's got to use those 17 inches in, out, up, and down. He's going to have his defense behind him, and they better be on their toes because a lot of balls are going to be put in play in this one.
Sliced hard on the ground. Throw gets him.
He's out.
Batting ninth.
At the plate, Harrison Bader. And a quick glance at the numbers. It's been a huge struggle for him at the plate this year. First delivery to him on the way. A ball and no strikes. Line toward right center. And that's in there. So perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
I mean, that had to feel amazing right there. I know it's only a single, but when you're walking to the plate and you're not even hitting the plate, see that.
Digging in, Darren Obradovich. From the stretch. Way behind that pitch, it's 0-1. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. Just keeping him close. Bader leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Runners off for second. And the pitch down is swung on and sent to second base. Dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. Won't get him.
A little 2-out lightning could turn into something big right here. With the runner being in motion, batter finds a knot, and now we got first and third and down again.
Into the box, number 22. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And he will score from third. A daring move as he scores on what ought to be called a wild pitch.
No, that's
There's
down.
ball one.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
Now the 1-1 pitch. In
One
the
ball, 2
dirt
strikes,
here.
down.
And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. The 1-2. And it's fouled away. The 1-2 gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Next proceed, Mitch Garver. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
The 1-2. Pulled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of the stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
The windup and the 0-1. He's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. So coming to the plate, Adam Engel. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. And a high strike there, 0-1. And low, it's a ball and a strike.
1 strike.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. Ball 2.
Outside.
Here now the 2-2. That's hit to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down. And the side is retired. Mariners are down in order. They trail in this one 3-0. Now it would be the Minnesota DH, number 47, 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Number 47.
First delivery to him on the way. Not even close on that swing. No balls in the strike. One ball and 1 strike to the leadoff man here in the home third. And he misses 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. This is in the air to left. Trammell has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Now
and with that, let's take a moment to show you what's happening in the American League's Western Division. Digging in to try it again, Sean Obradovich. 0 for 1 here in the early going. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to left field. Engel ranging back and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall. And he will beat the throw into second as he slides in safely with a one-out double.
The catcher, Dan Robinson.
Riding in once again, Dan Robinson. He drove home 2 with a single in his last plate appearance.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them. Hey, I don't mind you taking one right there. This pitcher's been struggling early. You got to make him work, see if he'll get in his zone. If he's willing to walk a few guys and then someone pops one over the fence, this game could get out of hand early.
Oh, and 2, here it comes. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. One and 2 to the Twins catcher. 2 and 2.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here. And when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys. And when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
Long has it, and that's the second out. At the plate, Colby Overdove. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here, similar stuff on him.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Twins wind up ready now. Colton
leading off for Seattle.
He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Colton Wong.
Uh-oh, he missed it. And the recovery's a quick one as he gets his man at first. Good composure that time to record the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 3, shortstop.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. No balls and a strike to count. The wind-up and the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. 1-2 the count to the Mariners shortstop.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mariners.
The center
ready for another chance. Julio Rodriguez. He flew out in his last at-bat. Good downward action there, and it's 0-1.
I'm surprised we're seeing so many late swings on fastball. If there's one rule of thumb in the game, get to the heat.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all in the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
Mariners center fielder now with a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And Show Track tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. In now, Taylor Trammell as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He popped out in his first trip. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Grounded up the first baseline. The 0-2 home. Barehanded for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. One left for Seattle. They trail it here, 30-0. Welcome back to Target Field as we send it to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Leading up for the
Digging in, Royce Lewis.
The third baseman.
One of the keys to securing a win. They want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him. Windup. Here comes the 1-0. High and deep to right center. Calling for it, Rodriguez. He's got it one away.
The left field.
Digging in, Alex comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Cut fastball inside, ball 1. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Healy. Imposing left-handed figure at 6'4" tall. This is his first year at the big league level. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2. That's popped up. Wong over to his right, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Right
into the box now, Harrison Bader. He singled and scored in his first appearance.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. Taken, called strike 2 on the inside part of the plate. 1-2 now. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Mariners manager Scott Service during the break about his team's offensive performance so far, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Nope.
Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
Ball and
1
2
ball,
strikes now.
2 strikes.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
Obradovich ranging into shallow right. He's there and records the first out.
Now back, first baseman.
Standing in, Jorge Polanco. He's 0-1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. In there, strike 1. into the corner and slicing foul. Polanco and the hot corner down at third in today's game, although he's primarily considered a second baseman.
You know, this is interesting one. I'd be interested in two things here. A, is he still using the glove that he uses at second base? And B, does he have enough arm strength to go over to third base? Because until you go backhand on that left side of the infield and turn and burn and throw to first, you have no idea the difference in arm strength that it takes to man that position as opposed to second.
Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Not fooled there as this ball hammered out to deep right field, but that'll be off the right field wall. Boy, that line drive was a blur off the bat, which means it's definitely worth looking at on show track. And how about this for an exit velocity? 116 miles an hour. It's right up there with the fastest we've seen. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Ready with the 0-1. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly would have got him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes to the Mariners catcher. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take. And he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the fly. Beautiful pitch. Even if he had robot arms, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Number 35 is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Here's the center fielder. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Mariners leave 1. Still down 3-0. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Darren Obradovich. He singled his last time up. Here's a knuckle curve that backs him up a bit. Ball 1. Ball and a strike. Now a pitch on the way. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. Smoke toward the hole. And that is through into right field for a single.
Well, I think it's safe to say the ice is melted on this guy. Now that cold coming into the game. But that being his 3rd knock, I guarantee you my man's smiling on the inside.
Ready once again, number 22. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Drilled to the right side. Backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of sitting with that hole between first and second base, Hero. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
No hits to this point. Now the 0-1. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir.
Great job right there, scrambling a nasty breaking ball off the plate.
And he fouls this one off. Count remains at 0-2. Here comes another 0-2. Trying to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2.
Well, I think that pitch is a result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. Marco Gonzalez given the ball here to try to work out of a tough situation. 2 runners in scoring position to deal with.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Slapped hard the opposite way. That's in there. Base hit. He'll come home with it. And not in time. The run scores.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
Robinson.
Stepping in now, Dan Robinson.
That's a ball.
A ball and no strikes.
Count 1-0.
Now the 1-0. Grounded fouled off to the right side. 4 runs, 9 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. Skied into straightaway runner. Engel on the move. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Now a 5-0 lead.
Always productive to score runs when he can. And that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
Stepping up to the plate, Colby Obradovich. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Seared down the first baseline. Obradovich, runner at first with 2 gone. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he'll get back in standing. The 0-1 on its way. Hit out towards second. Taken in by Wong. Throw the second for the force out, and the side is retired. Now at the plate, Adam Engel. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late for this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't have to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's out number 1.
Now batting.
Colton Wong will stand in.
Colton
Wong. Ready. Here's the first offering.
Oh,
good
that's
take
up there
to lay off the high fastball.
Ball that
Up
time.
top, it's 2-0.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Center fielder has a beat on it. 2 down.
The bat, number 3.
Digging in once again, J.P. Crawford. Last time through was a base hit. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0.
Leading up for the Twins, the third baseman, Royce Lewis.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he takes ball 1.
Your
Tim
attention,
Koo
please.
is going to come off the
He's
bench
hitting
as
for the
he'll be asked to lead off
Number
the bottom
46.
of inning number 6.
Tim Koo.
Look out.
2 balls,
2-0 now.
no strikes.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Ball's behind in the count 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
Softly hit toward the hole. And the
No, he's in
off-balance
there.
throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Now we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8
Your
games, now you're like,
attention,
I got a nice little
He's
hit.
hitting for the Twins.
Byron Buxton
Number
come on the
25.
pinch hit now with a
Byron.
runner at first and nobody out.
Good.
Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball. In his career against this pitcher, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Koo aboard here at first with nobody out. Grounder down the line at third. And that's a fair ball. This one gets by him at third. Now a long throw to third.
Not really much the pitcher can do about that.
The right
He puts
fielder,
the ball
number
down in the
12.
zone where he wanted it. It was just a solid piece of it. Goes down and gets it and pulls it into the corner for exclamation.
Yeah, as you know, Dan, sometimes the hitter just wins. And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach. Now, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. And the second run will score as this suddenly is now a 7-0 ball game.
The batter, number 1. Shortstop, Darren.
Now back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Stepping in, Darren Obradovich. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. The 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
Bouncer up the middle. Crawford gloves it. They'll go to the bag for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. 7th inning coming up. Minnesota leads this one 7-0. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. Twins on top in this one as we take a look now at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Byron Buxton will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
This game for the Twins. Now playing center field.
On its way is pitch
25.
number 75.
Byron.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
1 strike.
1-1. Strike 2 swinging.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
Fouled off. The next 1-2 pitch. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field, number 14 on the season, and they're now on the board, though still well behind.
Well, they're not there yet, but a solo homer to lead off the inning will do wonders for any team's confidence. We'll see if the next few batters can continue the comeback effort here. Just need to string some good at-bats together now.
The left fielder, number 9, Taylor Trammell.
Now here comes the Twins manager on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook.
Now batting.
Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up.
And he has some trouble with it. And the recovery won't be in time as they beat the throw to first.
Now batting.
Play for him. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Misses again, 2-0.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do?
On the ground is short. This could be 2. Played on the backhand. Relayed first in time, and just like that, decided to retire.
Ladies and gentlemen,
it may be too little too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. The 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Twins 7 and the Mariners 1. For the plate now is the designated hitter, number 47. No hits in 3 tries so far.
The designated hitter, number 47. Your
Brooks
attention,
Lee
please.
is up off the bench, and he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Lee.
Off-speed pitch just missed inside. Lee, 23 years old. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. Hit weakly back to the mound. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
The batter,
the number 4 Minnesota hitter, Sean Oberdovic. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Right.
1-2. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. And he struck him out. 2nd time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
Standing in now, Dan Robinson.
1-0.
The first pitch to him is a changeup, but can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 1-0 home. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. So 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. 2 out, nobody on. Another 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The next 1-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down go the Twins in order. Digging in now, it's Mitch Garver. He's a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, today's game certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
First delivery to him on the way. Nope. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
The 3-0 pitch is taken, strike 1. All over that one, but a little out in front, foul ball. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Fouled away. Line toward right center. Bader moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Now batting, number 35.
Ready for another shot now, number 35. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Number 24 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Now pitching for the Twins, number 24.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball, that's it.
A fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. A ball and a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
And it's fouled away. Brooks Lee is up off the bench as he is in as a defensive replacement. And we're going to have a quick stoppage here as a beach ball has made its way into right field. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
The right fielder, number 15. Adam
now
Engel.
batting, Adam Engel. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the lead off time.
Obradovic is there, and the side is retired. Mariners are down in order. They're down 7-1. Now in the box, holding Obradovic. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
Obradovic.
Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. A 2-ball, 1-strike count to the Twins' first baseman. So 2-2 now. Here now the 2-2. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Ball 3 as the sinker misses just off the blank that time. Tim Hu waits on deck. The 3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. The next twin up, Tim
Now batting, third baseman, Tim Hu.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line, but speared on a hop. And there's out number 2.
The center fielder
digging in for his second at-bat, Byron Buxton.
Good.
First pitch coming. Here it is. 0-1 the count. Buxton, or sometimes just Buck for short. He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matt, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Now batting, the right fielder, Harrison Bader.
Now with the play, Harrison Bader. He's set. Here it comes. And this one's in the dirt. Ground ball right side. Long gets to it. They'll whip this one first in time, and that ends the inning. Johan Duran comes on to work now, and he's their usual closer, but this is obviously not a save opportunity.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some guys. He hasn't a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth. At the plate, J.P. Crawford. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Crawford.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Pulled toward right center field. Buxton is in pursuit. He gets there, and that's the second out. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Julio Rodriguez.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball on. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Hit hard up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking up.
Taylor Trammell.
Into the box, Taylor Trammell. In the dirt here. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. And he lays off again, ball 3. Set. Here's the 3-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here, as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Taylor Trammell has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Hit sharply, but foul down the right side. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And this will be a called strike 2. And trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. Last chance for the Mariners. Good night.
Yeah, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press. They just came out here, played their game, and put the losing streak behind them, like professionals are supposed to do. Well done.
7-1 the final score in tonight. Minnesota jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Joe Ryan earns win number 4 on the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Hi, I'm Justin Allegri, and this is your Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Starting in the American League Central, the Twins totaled 13 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Mariners 7-1. The White Sox combined to allow only 4 hits as they bested the visiting Nats 3-1. Shane Bieber twirled a dominating complete game shutout on the mound, helping Cleveland get by Cincinnati 5-0. He currently has the most shutouts among pitchers in the American League. Jack Flaherty got the win, his 6th so far this year, leading Detroit to the win over Kansas City 3-1. He is currently among the AL leaders in strikeouts. Walker Buehler collected his 8th win overall, leading Boston to the game sweep as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 9-5. The Rays